Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Shimmery. I'll be doing my winter TBR. Before I get started, if you're new to this channel, please don't hesitate to subscribe down below as well as the notification bell. And if you're new, hi, hello, I'm Stephanie. I do a lot of bookish content, and I know this video is technically coming out a little bit on the late side, but I'm finally here to talk about the 5 books that I want to read for winter, which for me is November, December, and January. So I'm kind of going into the new year already. Honestly, sometimes I don't even know what the seasons are or like which months are in the right seasons. I just know October, September, sometimes November is considered fall, maybe July, August is considered as summer, sometimes September is summer. I don't know, it's like kind of all over the place right now. Let me know your thoughts down below, but these are kind of what I'm gonna read for the winter months essentially. And for me personally, I'm definitely more of a fantasy reader when it comes to winter, or at least I try to be. So I have mostly fantasy-ish type books with me for my TBR, and some of these I already discussed in previous videos because I'm trying to tackle some of the other TBRs I have going for the year. For example, top 23 books I want to read this year, or my 5-star predictions, things like that. So definitely a couple duplicates, but let's just get right into it. So the first one is not a duplicate, and that is The Cartographers by Peng Shepherd. This is actually a book that I got from Book of the Month a while ago, back in March 2022, so it's been more than a year, and some of my friends have read this already and they really enjoyed it, so I really hope to enjoy it as well. All I know is that this is not exactly a fantasy book. I want to say it is steeped in real life, aka the modern world, but it has some fantasy elements to it. Something to do with like a stolen map, and this girl and her father, it's either her father or her uncle, had this map and something happened to the father slash uncle, and now this girl is the one trying to figure out about this map, and it gets stolen and things kind of happen from there. They're very vague, but I just know that a lot of people really enjoyed it, so I have pretty high hopes for this one. And I want to say there's like some fantasy elements to it. I don't know how, I don't know where, but we'll find out. The next one on here is a sci-fi book, and that is To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paoloni. This is a book that I have been trying to read for the longest time, but it is a chunker of a book, but I just really want to get into it because I really enjoyed his Aragon series way back when he wrote them as a teenager. I don't know if they are as great now if I read them as an adult, but I don't know. But he did write this recently, like a couple years ago, and so I'm really curious to see if I will like it or not, and just, I don't know, just find out for myself. All I know is that this is sci-fi, and it says space holds countless secrets, she just found the deadliest one. Really interested overall. Next one is one that I've been on my TBR for so freaking long. This is definitely a duplicate, and that is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. This exploded on social media. It is wild, and I do have the limited edition here, so I don't know, I'm like debating if I should sell this just so I can get some good money for it, or if I just keep it as a collection, and I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But I've heard so many good things about it. A lot of my friends have read it, they really enjoy it, they have great things to say as well, so I feel like I should really read this soon. And I'm technically doing this for a secret video as well, so hopefully I get that done as well soon in winter. This next one is one I also have on my TBR for some time now, and I just have not read it yet, but I really want to, and that is The Adventures of Amina Al-Sarafi by Shirin Chakraborty. This is the same author who wrote the Daevabad trilogy, and I really enjoyed that series, so I have really high hopes for her writing and just the lushness of the world. She's so good at world crafting and using her words to make it come alive. It's probably the closest how I would say, but I really enjoy her writing, so I definitely can't wait to read this soon. Then this final book is also one that I have been trying to put on my TBR, or I have put on my TBR, I just haven't read it yet, and that is The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reid. This is another one that I've just heard so many good things about. Since then, she's written some other fantastic reads. Supposedly, I have not read any of them. For example, Studying and Drowning is one of them. There's like 1 or 2 more that's like really great in terms of reviews, and then of course this is her debut book, so I really need to get on with it. It's not a chunker. I don't know what's scaring me off. I just feel, I don't know, I feel like I need to be in a mood for this. But this book kind of reminds me in terms of writing like Spinning Silver, Bear the Nightingale, like very whimsical folklore type of style, and I love that, but I also have to be in a specific mood for that. So I don't know, I think that's why I've been kind of hesitating, but I definitely want to read this for winter. The downside to living in LA is that there's no real winter per se, it's just rain, so I never get that cozy cold feeling like I did on the East Coast. So that's also why I can't just like hunker down, have some hot cocoa, and just read a book. Like that just doesn't really I don't really do that here because it never gets that cold. But either way though, I really want to read this book soon. So anyways, these are the 5 books I plan to read for sometime in winter. I'm actually really excited for all of these, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I definitely can't wait to read these soon. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books before. Obviously you probably have read Fourth Wing, if not more, so let me know down below how you rated it, what you guys think. But as always, if you like this video, please do give me a thumbs up. I really just like my channel, and if you like to see more content of me, please don't hesitate to subscribe down below, as well as the notification bell. And as always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.